We are officially 3 months into 2026. And you can be honest with me. How is it going? Are we actually living that vision board that we made in January? Or are we scrolling through other people living theirs? April is the start of quarter 2. It is the spring clean for your soul. And today we are not talking about just cleaning your room. We are doing everything to get rid of what hasn't worked so that we can make space for the best that's yet to come. I'm Mia. Welcome to your era of success. This is a safe place where you can be your beautiful and happy self. This is the corner of the internet that's meant to uplift and elevate you. That's why I've put together a super simple 4-step guide for you to stop trying to get your life together and actually do it. This is not about toxic, unrealistic expectations. It is just a simple strategy to make 2026 your best chapter yet. And the first thing you need to do is create your identity. Most people start with what they want to do. So, I want to make more money. I want to go to the gym. I want to eat healthier. But you'll never be able to sustain a habit that contradicts your identity. So, you have to release the old person that you used to be and step into the woman that you are becoming. You have to make sure that you clarify your goals to make sure that it aligns with the vision that you have for your highest self. And you can achieve this by doing an audit. Your best self audit is actually a really, really personal step. It requires you to dig so deep into who you are. The reason it's so vulnerable is because this is when you're required to rip yourself open and figure out what your purpose is. So you're going to think about your values, what makes you happy, what moves you, what gives you something to look forward to. And this is where you also want to be mindful of your authenticity. It is completely okay and normal to be inspired. But the moment that you find yourself trying to copy somebody else's life, like an exact replica of somebody else's life, is not going to feel right for you. So when you are thinking about your success, make sure that you consider what makes you happy, your values. When I was doing this step, I came to a really big realization. So I love being a mom. Being a mom is my favorite thing in the world. And amongst my other personal goals like fitness, nutrition, work related, mom, top priority. I am home with my kids all day. And lately, I've just been feeling like I wasn't spending quality time with them. You know, that feeling like when you're physically there, but mentally you're somewhere else. What I realized was after being mindful of what I was spending a lot of time on and giving my attention to, was that I was spending what felt like my whole day cleaning or picking up after them. So I would provide an activity for them, then clean it up right afterwards and give them a different activity and clean, like just clean around while they were busy with the activity that I gave them. Then I'd have to cook and then clean right afterwards. And it felt like a waste of time. Like I was nonstop cleaning, mentally just thinking about the perfection and wanting to have a spotless home. And I had to release that perfection. It's unrealistic to have two little kids, want to spend quality time with them. And if being a mom is that important to me, then I knew I had to change things around. And that's when I decided to just leave a time specifically for cleaning and even involving them in the process, which I think is so important. It's just going to show them responsibility and it's going to take some of that load off of me. And like that, I'm able to just be present when I'm spending time with them because they're little, they're not going to be this small forever. They're going to start school soon and then they'll be off. And, then they grow up, they don't even want to spend time with you. So I want to make sure that I cherish every single step. I do not want to blink and just feel like I wasted so many years worrying about the wrong thing. So, when it comes to your turn to do this step to create your identity, just think about what makes you happy, what gives you that purpose in life. And like that is how you create your daily habits that are going to be centered around what matters to you. And that is just a part of the release of all of this, right? Like you just want to be mindful of things that you're doing that don't serve the higher you, the future you. And what I suggest is that you write it down, right? Like I was tracking my time, what I was giving my attention to. And yes, that wasting time was definitely one of my old habits. Think about what it is that you don't want to do anymore. Maybe you are spending time, hours, just scrolling in bed when you know you can be getting up and doing something that's actually going to benefit you. Imagine those old habits are just clothes that don't fit you anymore. You're not going to wear them. Just throw them away, give them out, release them. And look, there are everyday tasks that you have to do. And when you romanticize those everyday moments, that's when you achieve happiness. And that happiness is just going to create momentum in your life. And that is what's going to inspire you to keep showing up for yourself in the greatest ways. Your best self shouldn't feel like someone you're chasing after. She's a person that you are choosing to be every single day. So just start now. Just do it now. And then once you have a super clear idea of your identity, then you move on to step number two, which is your strategy. This is when you embody the vision. When you align action, movement, and mindset, you create consistency. Getting your life together is 100% about your daily small habits. What you do every single day is what defines who you are. So I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you were spending most of your time when you get home on your couch, your identity is a couch potato. So tell me, what defines you right now? When you are creating your strategy, it has to flow right in with your mandatory duties. Be realistic with what you can and can't do with your time. You have to build a routine that's going to ease into your existing life, because the easier it is for you to do it, the more likely you are going to be to actually show up for yourself in that way. Strategy is how you make your vision a reality. But here is where most people mess up. So let me tell you what nobody else tells you. This is my biggest piece of advice when it comes to routines, and I've seen it happen to a lot of people, myself included. But those meticulously crafted routines and your day to day can start to become the bars of a cage. You can create a series of routines that work excellent at first, but slowly they can start to feel like you're stuck. This can make you feel trapped in your own life. Every day can start to feel the same, and that's going to lead to a rut. You know what it feels like to be stuck in a rut. Your days just blur together, you're bored, you're burnt out, and you're just barely making it by. So, yes, create those routines, but also be very aware when it's time to switch it up. If your morning walk feels like a chore, or if the gym feels stagnant, switch it up. Do a workout class, change the route on your walk. Just keep the alignment, but change the scenery, because your systems will change, but your end goal does not have to. Now we have created your identity, you have your strategy. It is time to execute. During your journey, you will learn that you need to be persistent. It is going to feel like running a marathon. It's exhausting, but do not give up in the middle. So many people achieve their success simply through the force of will. Let's talk about one of the most famous children's authors of all time, Dr. Seuss. When he wrote his first book, he was rejected 27 times by publishers before somebody gave him a chance. 27 times. That is a lot. That many no's will easily discourage anyone. Yet, against every rejection, every heartbreak, he just kept going. He believed in himself so much that he knew it was going to work out. And just imagine if he would have given up. We would have no Cat in the Hat, no Lorax, no Grinch. Just because you aren't where you want to be right now does not mean that you can't get there. You get there when you continue to walk the road. You show up for yourself every day. When you feel discouraged, when your motivation is low, when you're disappointed, when you want to give up, just keep going. You'll get where you're going by doing the best that you can. That does not mean that every day you are going to give it your full 100%. Sometimes I show up to my workouts with zero motivation, just low energy. And I won't lift as heavy, or maybe I don't do as many reps, but I still show up because going and doing the bare minimum is still better than not showing up at all. So, contrary to what you might think, doing the best that you can is good enough. And you are making progress as long as you keep going. And the fourth tip is going to be super important because this journey for you, your goals, nothing is going to work unless you pay attention to yourself. You have to make sure that you are taking care of you. This is the most important part of this process because if you're not okay, you're not going to be able to keep up with yourself. And you take care of yourself. First of all, by prioritizing sleep, ensure that you have a consistent and healthy sleep schedule. Yes, get your 7 to 8 hours every single day. It is a biological necessity. 2026 is the year where we stop glorifying burnout. Those 7 to 8 hours, make them a non negotiable. For me to make this happen, I pretty much have to go to sleep soon after I put my kids to sleep. This is going to require certain sacrifices because for me, especially during the week, I'm not going out. I'm not going to be out late at night. I do not play about my sleep. And that's because I know when I'm sleep deprived, it affects me in so many ways, my mood, my energy, even with decisions that I make, like what I'm going to eat. I am a mess if I don't get my sleep. You also need to focus on your nutrition. Your food is affecting you and impacting you a lot, way more than you probably think. You have to make sure that you eat foods that are going to make you feel vibrant and not sluggish. And no, not every day is going to be perfect, but you do have to have a balance. And almost every day, you need to be doing well. Think about the 80-20 rule. You have to do good most of the time, but balance is key. And so treating yourself every once in a while is okay too. For me, prioritizing fiber and protein in my everyday has been a game changer. So have that little talk with yourself. What are you filling your plate with? What snacks are you reaching for throughout the day? And then you also want to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health. If you are not okay internally, no amount of getting your life together is going to make you feel happy. Life is so short, and you have to make sure that you enjoy every part of the process and the journey. You have to enjoy your own company. You have to enjoy what you see in the mirror, who you are. You have to talk to yourself nicely and with care. Treat yourself with respect and know that you are worth it. You have to want to get your life together because you love yourself enough to make positive changes. This journey should never come from a place of hate. Do not do this because you hate yourself, because you hate your life. This is an enlightening journey and it's meant to uplift you and elevate you. You should feel good about the changes that you're making. And now you have your beautiful identity, you have your strategy, you have the will to execute, and the self care to sustain it. April is yours. 2026, the best year yet. We are claiming that right here, right now. So I want you to pick one thing that you heard today, just one thing, and do it today. Whether it's writing down a new identity or finally creating your systems, start now. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and join the community. I would love to have you here, and I would love to hear your story as well. I really hope that you found this information super helpful. I know it has helped me transform my life and my day to day, and I hope that I can do the same to you. We are all becoming our best selves together. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.